Good evening from the Arizona desert. My name is Tom, and I'm out here in Phoenix, Arizona, and this is the nightly DoorDash numbers from the desert. Today was Friday the 13th, and we did manage to start early, and we ended late. And lo and behold, we had a $410.13 day. Yesterday, as you know from the previous video, I ended up taking a half a day off. So the question was, am I behind now on my weekly average? And DoorDash, gives you a good day in order to try and boost you up because they know that you have bills to meet and want to make sure that you're a satisfied dasher, not going to leave to go to another platform, be able to meet your bills, etc., etc. Or is it just coincidence? Not sure. That would be a detailed study, or try to manipulate days off in order to see if you can replicate this type of a scenario and have it done over and over again. All I know is it was a good day. I always feel really good when I have a day, over $400. It's just a good feeling. It feels like you put enough hustle in, you kind of beat the game, you beat the system, and now you've got, a chunk of change in your pocket, and you're able to actually get stuff done. So, taking a half a day off tomorrow, and that's because it's Valentine's Day. My family's a bunch of night owls, so they'll still be up when I get home tonight, and since they're going to be sleeping in the morning, I'm going to come on out and I'm going to dash until 1 o'clock. Then my daughter and I are going to go out and do some shopping, and I think we're going to order some food tomorrow instead of going out to a restaurant, and just go in and pick it up and just be the family DoorDash driver. So that's the plan. We normally go for Reuben's on our anniversary and on Valentine's Day. That's kind of our go-to sandwich. It's kind of a ritual that we've had for many, many years. So let's take a look at the rest of the numbers. Close this out. We'll be able to cash out from yesterday, which was, I think, 96.96. Not sure if we have some cleaning up to do with our overall rating, so let's take a look at it. Yep, we have one thing that we need to dispute. We finished with an AR of 86, 100% completion, 99 acceptance rate, 5.0 customer service, 1072 for the last 30 days, and 142 for lifetime deliveries. So let's go ahead and go clean up the late order. We click on view all orders. We go up to the top, click on late, and Saigon Bistro. That was something that wasn't ready when I got there. And oh no, this was a Flower Child. Let me explain what happened on this one. This was a phantom order. This was a batched order. First pickup was Flower Child. Second pickup was at this place called Saigon Bistro. I accepted the order, took my screenshot, did my evaluation, went to go look at the app, and it said Saigon Bistro, even though I was right next door to Flower Child. So I went into the task list. Lo and behold, there's only one pickup and one drop-off instead of two pickups and two drop-offs. What's going on? All right. Through my experience, a lot of times customers will just randomly cancel an order, but a lot of times then you'll get what? You get a text message, right, saying your order's been canceled, and since you weren't there long enough, you hadn't clicked, that you had arrived at the merchant, they just unassigned the order from you. Well, sometimes the system is so buggy we don't get those text messages, so I didn't think anything about it. I'm like, all right, not a problem. This is what it is. I went over, picked up Bistro, dropped it off. Noticed that when I saw that there was only one item to pick up at the merchant in one drop off, I took a screenshot of the task list, and then I noted that the earnings on there, and I said, wow, the dollar amount is still the same. That's interesting that the dollar amount did not get reduced because it now was only one order. So I decided I was going to force shut down the app, clear the cache, reopen the app, and when I did, lo and behold, the Flower Child order popped up. Well, when I received the order, it was like 8:03 in the evening, and it said to pick it up by 8:10. Well, by the time I was done dropping off the Saigon Bistro, it was already like 8:38. I was already 28 minutes late to picking up this order. Well, I'm not about to, with 48,000 lifetime deliveries, allow some broken system, ruin my DoorDash career by getting some type of a contract violation or some extreme case and kick me off of the system. So I'm on with DoorDash support. I hate Marissa. I hate the other one too, starts with an A. I despise them. It is the worst system that DoorDash has ever put forth. It is not customer service. It is them playing with toys. It's them trying to not hire individuals and try and use some automated system to try and solve our problems, but it never, ever solves the problem. And obviously, this is a complicated system. The only thing that was good about it was I told them that it was a phantom order and that I needed to speak with a live agent, and they actually repeated back that they noted that I had a phantom order and whatever else it was that I said, and they did repeat it back verbatim. That I was impressed with. But once I got the agent online and explained it to her and wanted her to annotate this in the record, she's like, not a problem, I'll take care of that. I said, great. I've got a screenshot of the offer. I've got a screenshot of the task. What I'd like you to do is I'd like you to send me an email that gives me the reference number so I can, make sure that I'm dotting the I's and crossing the T's. And she's like, I can't send you an email with a reference number. I'm like, look, in my mind, sweetheart, this isn't my first rodeo. Yes, you can. I know what you can and can't do, and you can send me an email. Well, then her mind was clicking, and she's just like, oh, all right, I'll send you an email requesting the screenshots, and then that will generate the ticket number, and then we'll have that, and we can add that to the record. Fantastic. Now I've got the two screenshots. Now I've got a recorded phone conversation between her and I, not only on their end, but I record the phone calls as well, and now I've got the tracking number with the agent's name. So I've done my due diligence, didn't get any kickbacks, didn't get any contract violation. She told me that there was going to be nothing wrong as far as the customer satisfaction or any of that type of stuff, and you saw that as well. You saw that there is nothing there. There is no contract violation. The customer rating is still 5.0. That may be broken. It's been there for quite a while, and I find it hard to believe that I have not messed up slightly where somebody's going to rate me badly. So let's go ahead and dispute this. I'm going to say other. Just going to say phantom order. Phantom order disappeared. And it's gone. Probably could have said bundly doo doodly spa and clicked yes, because I do a massive amount of orders and they're going to give me forgiveness anyway. But I'm always trying to better this system. So now they've got this, they've got the support call, etc., etc. And I have no idea where I'm going right now because I just totally blew by my exit to go home. I'm done for the day. Nope. I misread that sign. We're good. We're golden. And real life. real life video, no AI, nothing else. I had a gentleman in another individual in Driving Daily 582. Check out his website, great individual. But somebody towards the end of the night was like, don't believe that you're making that amount of money, and you need to do a live so that you can prove that you're actually making those monies. And it's like, dude, I post a video every single night. Every single night that I work, I do my best to try and post a video. And go check it out. It's a live thing. You can watch me go through the app, etc., etc. So, all right, we're gonna back out. We're gonna back out of this. We're gonna actually go into the earnings real quick. Still haven't fixed that. Very irritating. There's that 96 from yesterday, 412 or 410.13. We're gonna go into here. That's gonna fail like it always does. Go in the second time. Go take a look, and we're gonna pop that down. $161 was DoorDash pay. $248.56. That was the customer tips. Total of 52 deliveries. 52 today. I don't think I've ever broke 60, but 52 is pushing it. And I really felt like I wasn't on task today. I just felt like I was moseying along. It was a gloomy day here. It rained slightly. It just, no drive, no motivation, but the system just fed me good offers. Fed me a lot of, hey, you've got a batched order, you dropped one, here's another one. You dropped one, here's another one. And I would allow them to do that as long as those numbers still made sense. And as soon as they crossed me out of my zone, I wasn't about to allow them to send me an offer where I was going to be picking up from a merchant in my adjacent zone. So we're going to go ahead and cash out real quick and go back one more screen, view payout, see what the total is. 507.09. Going to capture that, and tomorrow we're going to leave those funds in there tomorrow for the half day, and we'll be cashing out on Sunday. So that's where we're at. Hope you guys did okay. I hope that you got all your shopping in for Valentine's Day. I hope you're doing something special for a loved one, and I hope you're safe. I hope your dreams are starting to come true. I hope you're just adding an extra half an hour at the front end and the back end, just to make that little bit extra, just to make the system happy. Schedule your shift, start early and late, and I think you're going to find you'll get an increase in pay. So I'm going to let you go. I'm almost home, and I've got to get these videos over onto the YouTube platform.